I've been telling everybody I would do an update. So here it comes. We have just gone through 2.5 weeks of 120 degrees every day and most of the night. And it has been really, miserable. Couldn't hardly even go outside. Went out to take care of the greenhouse and a few minor things after that, and then got in the house as fast as we could. Almost overloaded the air conditioners, and there's 3 of them. Anyway, I'll show you what damage we did sustain, and I'll tell you why it happened. And for the biggest part, it was kind of my fault. Here we go. I have been promising myself and my wife and anybody else that cared a bit, I would get this new door put on here. This is the inside of the new door, by the way. Well, might as well show you what it looks like when it's doing its job. This is what it's doing. This is what it's supposed to do right here. It's just going to close that in. All it is a security screen, and I had some, so I thought I might as well use it. I've had it 10 years. It's time to, it's well seasoned. Just a little tiny latch is all it needs once it's in place. And this piano hinge I had left over from something I did long ago. Anyway, so I get to use all this stuff up. That's what I'm doing. I'm also clearing up material. Now I have not done this part yet, the transom, and the reason I haven't is twofold. One of the biggest reasons is right now I'm desperate for some attention from whatever bees are in the neighborhood and in the mood, so I'm letting it stay open. There's nothing else that's gonna cause me any trouble just yet. The night moths that bring hookworms haven't shown up so far, and I hope they don't, but I have a cover, I just haven't put it up there. Anyway, oh yeah, on a good note, we decided to plant some potatoes. Wanted to see if it would work, so that's our potato crop right now. One more bag over there. I've got a straggler. That guy's not doing anything. I'm pretty sure that bag isn't gonna work. But the rest of them did good. And there's a lot of potatoes in there already, I'm sure. Hopefully, that'll give us a crop, because what we intend to do, if that works out, is maybe start planting all kinds of potatoes in our... We have a lot of land here and a lot of water, and we need to use the water to protect it from the state. So, anyway. Okay. This magnetic door, by the way, is still here and still functions, and it does a really nice job most of the time, and it protects from most of the wind. But part of the reason that I put the other screen up is that right there. Wind gust will come along, pop it right open, and it was raising cane with all of these plants that were over here. I'm surprised as many of them have survived as have. So that one in the corner, it doesn't look like it's going to make it. I was thinking that was a bean plant, but I'm pretty sure that, well, no, it is a bean plant. I'll be darned. Well, it's not making any beans or anything else. No, you know what? That's a cucumber. There's the ones over there that are surviving and actually making cucumbers. This was a really nice bed. Every one of them looked like that. And now, this is this. Now, strangely enough, not strange, this is the one that just really upset me, because this was stupidity on my part. The afternoon sun, when it was at its worst, it got to 129 degrees here a couple times, and the sunlight came right through that door because I didn't have the metal door on. Afternoon sun come in and just cooked it. Cooked this whole tray here. Buggered my hazel up just a bit, wiped out a cucumber or a squash plant that was there. Pretty much decimated my tomato plants right here. That's what happens right there. Another tomato plant that didn't survive the heat. But it's still a viable plant. I think it'll come back. We're going to see, because now we've made changes and things are looking up. The rest of the plants that didn't get direct sunlight afternoon are fine. They've survived without any issue at all. But it was just this bunch that the afternoon sun got a whack at that were pretty much buggered. All these that are down here survived it pretty well. Even this bean plant did alright. It looks a little funky. I gotta find out what's turning it white. I know there's somewhere online I can track that. I've become a junkie for YouTube. All of these are looking very good. My one determinate tomato is looking good, and it's producing. It's actually making little tomatoes here and there. Still waiting to see some action. My broccoli is forming broccoli, so any luck that's going to work. What you're hearing up there is the local jet jockeys are out playing this morning. Yeah, Thunderbirds I think it is, I'm not sure. But here you can see we're getting little cucumbers started. Now hopefully they'll continue to grow and not just shrink up and die like the last ones did. But then these tomato plants that are up here on the shelf seem to be very happy. They're protected for the biggest part from most of the problems and looking pretty good. We have remodeled the drip system, and these work good. I paid a lot of money for some very expensive little brass drippers, we'll call them, or they're misters. That's what I'm saying. That's the mist system. Thinking drippers. Anyway, they didn't hold up past one day. They plugged up. Okay, and it's not their fault. They're probably a very good product. It was just that the water system out here has a lot of calcium and a lot of other stuff in it. So yeah, there you go. But these work fine. These are doing really well. Drops the temperature 5 to 10 degrees within 5 minutes usually. So anyhow, that's kind of where we're at right now. The whole place is looking pretty good, generally speaking. You know, we had a little issue with white flies for a few days, but that didn't last. I kind of got on top of it. Like I said, YouTube has become a mentor. Every time I need to know something, I go look on YouTube. Easiest thing in the world for me to do, especially when it's over 120 outside, because then I'm not going to be outside much anyhow. Right now it is 100 degrees and 45% humidity, and it's 9 o'clock. So, and this is actually pretty good. Only going to get to be about 106 today, and that's the average for summer for us usually, except for when it does the stupid stuff it's been doing this year. But everybody's paying for it this year. I don't know what happened, but somebody made a mess and made somebody mad, and the next thing you know, we're up to our neck and hotter than whatever. And Death Valley, which is just to the west of me a few miles, is hotter yet. So this is why I did this door, this right here, is because when I need to stop the wind abusing my plants, I just shut that. And I don't know if you can see in there or not. We'll try a close-up and see what happens. I don't know if this is going to work, but I got to try it. Anyhow, no wind comes through. It stops all the abuse. My plants are happier, which in turn means I am. So that's basically the update. All of these are doing well. The wife's garden makes her happy, and you know how that works. She ain't happy, nobody else is gonna be either. And since there's only me here with her, yeah. Anyway, okay. So that is officially the update. And we're gonna call it good enough. If you like it, if you're interested, doesn't bore you to tears, hit like and subscribe. Alright, I'd appreciate it. See you later.